Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, I'd like to really talk about how I'm becoming more aware of my problems and, what that kind of means to me in a sense, and, how I'm sort of that sort of awareness. If you get what I'm saying, it's the awareness that I'm having around those problems, and how I'm choosing to deal with it. So, with regard to my problems, I mean, today I went into work as I would normally do. I had a shorter shift to do, which was good, and I thought, well, I can come back, I can get plenty done to the business side of things and all that kind of thing. Really start getting back into work after the kind of resto period on my car, which has taken me almost a month and a half. In that time, I've been, since I've stopped doing that work on my car, I've been quite aware of the fact that it could be very easy for me to slip back into very old bad habits, where I was thinking to myself, well, I could do this and I could do that. And, you get to a point where you do something, and when push comes to the shove and you're going into doing something, it gets to that time where you actually got to do something, and before you know it, you're making excuses again. You're making reasons why you're not going to do stuff, or all that sort of stuff's coming up. All the old crap is coming up to try and stop you from disturbing your comfort, if you know what I'm saying, your comfort zone that you've got into. And so when I got to work, it was as normal. There was plenty of rubbish going on and lots of things going wrong, and I was thinking to myself to start off with, I don't want to do this overtime. I don't want to do any overtime today. I just want to get home, get to work on my business, and so on and so forth. And as it happened, there was some overtime, and they'd asked me to do it, and I hadn't done any for the past couple of weeks. So I said yes. And it ended up taking up about an extra 4 or 5 hours of my time. But during that time, I was getting really grumpy, really peed off. I was telling I just don't want to do this. I was sick of the way things were running, and I noticed in that time that I was really logging into those old patterns of discomfort, feelings of annoyance, because I'd been kept in over a certain period of time. And I might add that I agreed to this, so it's not really being forced against my will. But sometimes I think you can do this out of guilt, or feeling that you haven't really done enough, maybe in the recent past or whatever. So there's lots of that stuff going on. And, I was sort of aware of those patterns, and actually it's been like this for a couple of months, even before this time. Where I've been actually aware of those patterns that are creeping in, and instead of sort of nipping them in the bud to start off with because of my unawareness, I was trying to sort of firefight and bring those problems into perspective, and, trying to talk to myself. And sometimes that, in many respects, once things have got going in that sense, it's very hard to try and keep them under control, and you waste a lot of energy. And so the more aware you can become of those issues and those problems that you have, the better it is for you. And then you can sort of pre-pave your way into the day. And if you have an issue, you're aware of what's going on, so you can, like I say, nip it in the bud very early. So I've been quite aware of those patterns all day. And that awareness of that struggle that I seem to continually go into as I fall into those patterns, and not sorting it out at an early enough stage. Sometimes that can really, that really does, actually not sometimes, but that really does affect the way that your day goes, and whether you struggle against something, or whether you overcome a problem or a habit, or start to overcome a problem or a habit. So my proviso for myself is to become more aware of those, that time where I'm getting into that space where I'm starting to feed that negative vibe, that negative habit, and then talk to myself a little bit more and try and break that off. So that's today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's given you some value, and I will speak to you again very soon. If you like what I'm doing on my channel, please subscribe, and there we go. So take it easy, guys.